Good morning and warm welcome once again to the English lecture. Myself, Miss Jenny Murzalo from Lieutenant Mark Mumbai Public School
Good morning, Miss.
is going to teach you
Good morning, Miss.
English. Yes, very good morning, my. And today we are going to learn a beautiful lesson that is three visions of India for India. Dear children, this lesson is not a lesson written, but it's a lecture given by our former President APJ Abdul Kalam. My dear children, this lesson is very inspiring lesson, and to all of you, we need to grasp few things from this lesson. My dear children, this lesson is not only to study, but to inculcate in our life and to learn some new things in our life. Dear children, let me tell you something about our former President, Dr. APJ Kalam. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. He received honorary doctorates from 30 universities and institutions. Dear children, he was awarded as Bharat Ratna in 1997. He made India as a nuclear state. He was the project director of India's first indigenous satellite launched vehicle, that is SLV-3, which ejected the Rohini satellite in orbit of the Earth in 1980. Dr. Kalam was also a project coordinator of Pokhran 2 in 1998. My dear children, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was born on 15th October 1931. His birth anniversary is observed as World Students' Day. Dear children, he has done a contribution in a student's life. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam always said, if you want to see your country to be developed, develop your children first. Promote the youth of our country to learn and get them more education. In 1981, Dr. Kalam was awarded, that is Padma Bhushan, that is then he was given Padma Vibhushan in 1990, 1997, that is Bharat Ratna, the toppest award given in India, that is Bharat Ratna, which was given to Dr. Kalam in 1997. Again in 1997, Indira Gandhi Award for National Integration, 1998, that is Veer Savarkar Award. Then 2000, Sashastra Ramanujan Prize for Arts, Science, Technology and Research Academy. And 2013, he won Buran Award for National Space Society. My dear children, let me give you some information about Kalam. Dr. Kalam was born in a Dhanushruti near Rameshwar in a very poor family. He studied his school in a government school. He went to the college in Madras and studied science, that is BSc in physics. And later he studied aeronautical space engineering. When India became a nuclear space, power, he was the first person to take an initiative, and because of him, India was the sixth country in the world to join a nuclear power center. We should be very much proud for Mr. Kalam. Dr. Kalam was a very indigenous person. He was not only a person, he was not only a scientist, but along with the scientist, he was an author also. My dear children, there are lots of books written by Dr. Kalam, but these are the few books which I have mentioned, that is Wings of the Fire, Indians 2020, A Visionary for a Millennium, that is Indomitable Spirit, Turning Points, A Manifesto of Change, and In Visionary Empowerment, Integrated Mind develops in a fluid mechanic and space and technology. My dear children, these are the few books written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And this book should be read by everybody, all the school going children. This book gives us inspiration. It gives us a motivation. So these are very famous books. My dear children, it's my request to you that whenever you are free in this pandemic, whenever you are free, you will get these books on Google. You can download these books on in Play Store also, Google Play Store. So you will get these books available. Please go through it and read it. Now, my dear children, let me tell you a short summary about the lesson. This lesson is about, this is not a lesson first. This is a speech given by Dr. Kalam in Hyderabad. This is a very famous speech given given over at Hyderabad, where Dr. Kalam has depicted India in three types, that is freedom, development, and standing up. Dr. Kalam had a three vision for the India. He wants India to be freedom. He wants India to be developed. He don't want developing India, but he wants developed India. And third is standing up. Standing up means what? Standing up means overcoming our problems, overcoming the situations. The dream of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat, we are been completing under the leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. The first vision for the Atmanirbhar Bharat was overlooked by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He want India to stand up, sustainable India. He want India to fulfill India. He want India to develop India, and very important is freedom. So let us study this lesson in more detail. Can anyone read for me? You can read from your screen. Please, can anyone? Please raise your hands. Raise your hands. Anybody can read?
Miss, can I?
Yeah. Start. Please start.
Miss, can I?
Yeah, just raise your hand. Okay, read.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the father of India's integrated guided missile program, states three vision for India based on the achievements and progress that he was witnessed in the history of the nation during his own career as a missile scientist. Dr. Kalam's three visions for India are freedom, development, and standing up. The focus of his presentation is on developing India to its fullest potential, while standing up to the rest of the world with fully validated self-respect for the achievements that have been obtained in the modern times. If we are not free, no one will respect us. Vision, a dream, an ideal.
No. Enough. Stop. Okay, fine. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is a father of integrated guided missile program. Okay, he was the first person to launch the missile program in India. And my dear children, he had three visions. He had a dream. He wants India to be a freedom. Okay, he wants India to be a developed India. He wants India to stand up India. Dear children, what does Dr. Kalam say? Dr. Kalam says that we should get freedom. Okay, we should be free from everything. We should develop ourselves. And if we are not free, nobody will respect us. If you want respect, you need to be free. Okay, you need to prove your capabilities, you need to prove your abilities, then only you will be developed. And if you don't respect yourself first, then nobody will respect you. So we need to start respecting ourselves, and our achievement in the world is that is we have to respect first ourselves, and then people will respect us. If we don't respect yourself, or if you don't respect your country, why should we expect from others to respect? So what Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam says that respect is the first thing. Start respecting yourself, then people will give you respect. Okay, who will read this? Can anyone?
Miss, can I?
Yes.
Dr.
Miss, can I?
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the father of the India's ingredient guided missile program, stated three visions for India based on the achievement and progress that he was witnessed in the history of the nation and during his own career as a missile scientist. Dr. Kalam three visions India are freedom, development, and standing up. The focus of his presentation is on developing India to its fullest potential while standing up to the rest of the world with fully validate self-respect for the achievements that have been obtained in the modern times.
Yes, exactly. The what is the main aim of this lesson? This aim of the lesson is that Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam wants India to be a potential, developed, and standing up with the rest of the world. He wants India to stand up with the developed countries like USA, Russia, and Japan, and lots of the countries. He had a dream. So the main aim of this lecture given by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam in Hyderabad was he guided the students for the development of a country. Okay. See, my dear children, I will explain you this. Around 3,000 years ago in India, okay, 3,000 years, there's the past history. Okay, people from the all over the country have conquered our land. They not only conquer our land, they conquered our minds also. Okay, from Alexander onwards to Greek, Portuguese, British, French, Dutch, everybody invaded India. They looted us, they plundered us. Okay, yet we have not conquered anyone. We have not grabbed their land and their culture and their history, nor tried to face their way in the life because we respect their freedom. My dear children, we studied in history, that is the revolt of 1857. Okay, what after the death of the Mangal Pandey? Okay, after the death of the Mangal Pandey, the revolt of 1857 was started all over the country. Why? Why it was started? For the freedom, for the complete independence. We studied in our history lecture, that is the revolt of 1857. Same thing. If Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam says that India was flourished with wealth. Okay, we had lot of wealth. It was said that India was a Sony. We say no, जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की लाठी पे चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, वो भारत देश है मेरा. Yes, it's 100% truth. Why it is 100% true? Because these people from the Portuguese, French, Dutch, European, those people were attracted to our country. They were in love with our country. Why they were in love with our country? Because our country was full-fledged country. We were the richest in the all over the country, all over the world. We had we had a good flora and fauna. We were richest in agriculture. Okay, we were rich in different king and queen princes during that time. They were rich. Everything was very peaceful before these people. And when these people entered in our country in the name of the business, in the name of the trade, what happened? The scenario changed. They treated us as slaves. They treated us as a backward. They tried to damage our history. They interfered in our history. They did not respect our freedom. My dear children, what this Britishers, what Indian Britishers did with Indians, they looted us, they plundered us, they carried all our wealth to their mother country. and they made us totally poor. My dear children, whether you are rich, whether you are poor, whether you are black, whether you are fair, whatever your caste is, whatever your culture is, but complete independence is very much necessary. You should get freedom. You should get freedom to express yourselves. Okay, unless and until you have freedom, nobody will respect us. All over the world try to grab everything. Did we Indians do? Did we Indians do with anybody? No. Why? Because we believe in respect as well as in freedom. We respect each other. We respect our country. We respect other people's view. That is why we live in democratic India. That is the main, very important reason. Okay. Next, what is the first vision? That is what I explained to you. That is with a lot of people, okay, gave their life for the independence. And that, for that, we are here now free. Now, what is the second vision of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam? My second vision is for the 50 years we have been developing nation. Time to see as a developed nation. We are among the top 5 nations in the term of gross GDP, that is gross domestic product. We have 10% growth rate among the areas. My dear children, our GDP is always increasing, and we are leading now. We are leading towards a developed nation. And from developing, we have to move to developed nation. My dear children, see, we should not compare our country with anybody. We should not try to do the comparison. We always compare, no? We have the foreign countries, okay? What are the amenities they get over there? Developed amenities we get, their hospital, their roads, everything. We try to compare. But what Dr. Kalam said that we should not compare. We should be self-reliant. We should be sustainable. We should look out our problem. And what is the problem of our country? That is poverty level. I have one photo pic over here. I have uploaded. What is our problem? Our problem is poverty level, which is globally recognized. And we need to overcome those problems. Rather than comparing with others, we should overcome these problems, and then only we will be recognized all over the world. We lack in self-confidence. We see ourselves as a developing nation, self-reliant and self-assurance. Isn't it right? What again Dr. Kalam says that we feel that we are lacking behind. We feel that we will be, we don't have this, we don't have that. We try to compare. But what Dr. Kalam says that look at the entrepreneurs all over the country. Look at the people who are capable people. Those people who are standing up in the world. Look at those people who have marked the remarkable history. Take the spirit from those people. We have a lot of freedom fighters. Okay, we have a lot of political leaders. We have a lot of sports people who are outcoming with the vibrant colors all over the world. Look at them. And when you look at them, you will get definitely a positive inspiration. India must stand up. And I have third vision that India must stand up in the world and no one will respect us. We have to stand up in the world. And then only we will get a strength. And we must be strong not only with the military power but also economic power. We must go hand in hand. Economic power and military power. These both the things should be worked hand in hand. Why are we Indians so embraced to recognize our strength, our achievement? We are such a great nation. We have a lot of amazing success stories, but we refuse to acknowledge them. Why? Again, Dr. Kalam is telling us. World is recognizing us. My dear children, if you go all over the world, okay, wherever you go in Infosys, you go in Wipro, you go in different multinational companies, you go in NASA, you go in space, wherever you go, you will find Indians over there. And Indians' brains are mastermind brain. And because of that, my dear children, we are successful in lots of fields, but we don't have that strength to accept it. We always try to find out our weak points. Why should we find out our weak points? we should make our own self identity, that is apni pehchan. We should make our self identity. These are my abilities, these are my capabilities. And we have, along with the, we have very strong military. My dear children, we have very strong military under the guidance of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He is continuously making an efforts to make India very strong in military power. Why? Why? Because all the developed countries will never again try to look at India. If we have military power, okay, if we have military power, nobody will try to attack us. Along with that, we should also have a power to overcome our terrorism. Not only military, but along with that, we should be financially strong, that is economically strong. And to make our country economically strong, we should be educated, self-reliant, independent, and very important is we should use Made in India product, Mera Bharat. And buying is Western products, okay? What we are doing, we are increasing their gross domestic product, we are increasing their GDP. But if you try to buy Indian goods, what will happen? You will, whatever tax, whatever prices you are paying, okay, you are paying, if you are paying to GDP, your contribution to GDP, okay. Well, now GDP is again related to poverty. How it is related? Let me tell you. When you are demanding, what will happen there? Demand for the goods are being rise. When demands of the goods are rise, what will happen? The opportunity for the employment is rise. And when opportunities employment get rises, then the poverty will decrease. So this is interlinked chain, and we need to overcome our problem. We need to overcome all this situation. And India is definitely will be a very powerful country, and world will recognize us. But the only one thing is we should respect ourselves and we should prove our abilities and capabilities. Okay. Next is, my dear children, see, these are the legend personalities. I have from Kiran Bedi to Kalpana Chawla, Narendra Modi ji, Amitabh Bachchan, Subhash Chandra Bose, Lata Mangeshkar. Okay. So these are Sachin Tendulkar, lot of dignities personality. Can't we learn from this person? Can't we learn from this person? We can learn from these dignities. We will get lot of information from these people. And when we get lot of information from these people, we have to inculcate these things in our life and try to change our approach towards life. We can try to change the approach in our life, and we will be definitely will be a developed country. Okay. Next is, now my dear country, my dear children, we are second largest producer of the wheat in the world, and even in the rice. We are first in the milk production. We are number one in the remote sensing satellite. Look at Dr. Sudarshan. He transferred a tribal village into a sustainable self-driving unit. There are millions of such achievements, but our media obsessed only the bad one with the failure and disaster. Yes. This is a bitter truth of our life. My dear children, are we all aware that India ranks second in the production of wheat, second in the production of rice, and first in the production of milk? Are we aware about it? Hardly few of us. Hardly few of us. We are in the number of remote sensing satellite. Okay, remote sensing. See, I have pasted all the photos. See, India from the developed countries like America, USA, Russia. Okay, all are developed countries, but India is leading first in the production of milk. My dear children, we had a problem of milk. When we were independent, we had a problem of milk. Milk was not sufficient. We had a production of milk, but we were not sufficient. Under the guidance of Varghese Kurian, Dr. Varghese Kurian, okay, I have a photo over here. You can just go through it. He is recognized as the milkman of India, and he started white revolution all over the country. And from there, we took an initiative in the production of milk. You know, now all Amul products, Amul butter, Amul milk, Amul ghee, lots of products we get of Amul. Yes, and we are distributing to all over the world. Along with that, we started with the green revolution. Why we started a green revolution? To produce a maximum amount of the food grains where it will be sufficient for us. Yes, we proved it. We are second in the world, leading in the production of wheat as well as rice. My dear children, let us talk about Dr. Sudarshan. What he did, he tried to develop a tribal region, okay, a tribal, very interior part of any of the of our country, where you cannot even get a mobile network, and that area, that particular location is been converted into a sustainable development. Okay, it's been developed into a sustainable development, sustainable growth of that country. It's so prestigious for us. Okay, and what things are happening, what things are very bad happening, those are media is always obsessed all with the positive news. They did not try to put all the positive things in the newspaper. Our newspapers are full of negativity. Our newspaper are full of negative news. Okay, my dear children, let me give you one example. Okay, early morning when we come to the school, and I show you one paper. Okay, simple paper with a beautiful drawing. What will be your reaction? Wow, you feel very happy, right? At the same paper, if I show with a black color and scribbled one, you will think, what teacher is showing? Yes, same thing. Same thing implies over here. When you see the newspaper in your hand, the first newspaper when you did, and when you see something positive thing in your as a headline, you feel, wow, something interesting. Yeah, this news made my day. It's very necessary, my dear children, because the positive news creates positive energy. It creates positive vibes, and that positive vibes make us to develop. Teacher says very good, and the simple word very good creates a positive energy in you, creates a positive thing to realize yourself that yes, I can do better. Teacher appreciated me. Yes. So, my dear children, it is very much necessary to create a positive vibes with the newspapers, along with the newspaper in our country. Okay. Do we not realize the self-respect comes with self-reliance? Very true. Self-respect comes with self-reliance. Always there is a self-respect. And if you want self-respect, you need to get a self-reliance. I was in Tel Aviv once, and I was reading an Israeli newspaper. It was a day after with lot of attacks bombarded with a death and had taken place. The Hamas had struck, but the the front page of newspaper had a positive had a picture where Jewish gentleman with 5 years had transformed his desert land into an orchid farm and granary. It was inspiring picture that everyone woke up to. The gory details of killing, bombarded, and death were inside the newspaper, buried among other news. Is it possible in our country? Yes. What Dr. Kalam says that he was in Israel at that time and he was reading a newspaper. And a day prior, there were a lot of terrorist attacks, a lot of people died. Okay, it was bombarded over there. But then to the next day's newspaper had a positive news on the front page. What was the positive news? A Jewish gentleman, okay, within a 5 years who transferred a desert land into a orchid farm. This was a positive news printed on the first paper. The news was not hidden. The bombarded and the attack news was not hidden. It was put inside the newspaper. It was given on the backside of the newspaper, but the first page of the newspaper was given a positive news. Because I believe that positive news creates positive vibes. Yes. And next is when Dr. Kalam was in Hyderabad giving lecture. Okay, I was in Hyderabad giving lecture. The 14-year-old girl asked me for my autograph. I asked her, "What is your goal?" She replied, "I want to live in a developed India." Yes. See, 14-year-old girls, she's like you people, like everybody. Yes. And what she said that when she went to the Dr. Kalam for the autograph, Okay, Dr. Kalam asked her, what is your dream? What is your aim in life? What she said, I want to live in developed India, not developing India. For her, you and I will have to build this developed India. You must proclaim. You must say that yes, we will put our efforts to convert developing into a developed India. My dear children, a 14-year small girl. See, while delivering this lecture at Hyderabad, Dr. Kalam said all these things. And my dear children, while delivering a lecture again in Indian Institution of Management, Shillong, Dr. Kalam collapsed and died from an apparent cardiac arrest on 27 July 2015 at the age of 83. We lost our legend. See, my dear children, as I told you at the starting, that Dr. Kalam was fond of children. He visualized developed India in the eyes of youth of our country. And he died also while giving the lecture in the Indian Institution of Management at Shillong. He collapsed there with apparent cardiac arrest. On 27 July, we missed the legend of our country. He was the legend, he was a gem of our country who not only contributed for the upliftment of our country, but he contributed everywhere. And because of him, we are globally recognized. Launching of satellites like Pokhran, SLVR, PSLVR, okay. Then again, writing different books. And Dr. Kalam was not only, he received a 30 doctorates from different universities. He was so brilliant, mastermind. Yes, but my dear children, even though we lost our legend, but our legend has left behind a lot of things for us to do. A lot of things he has left us that we can do under his memory. My dear children, these are a few proverbs, famous proverbs given by motivational proverbs given by Dr. Kalam. He says that if you want to shine like a sun, burn like a sun first. If you want to sparkle, no, you need to burn first. Candle gives light for us, right? But it's burning. He said same thing. And these are different. What do you mean by failure? That is, failure means nothing. But it is the first attempt to learning. It's the first attempt to learn something new. That is means failure. So from this, what we are getting to know that never demoralize yourself. Always prove yourself. Try to prove yourself. Okay. Dear children, do you have any queries before we move to question answers exercise? Do you have any queries, anything left? You can ask me. Just raise your hands. Just raise your hands. Yes, dear children. Anybody wants to say anything? Any question?
No, miss.
Everything is clear?
Yes, miss.
Clear? No question, no queries?
Yes, miss.
Okay. The first question is, just tell me, what helped Dr. Kalam fix for the three visions for India? What helped him? Why he wanted India to develop? Can anyone try for this?
To become Atmanirbhar.
Answer the following question. What helped Dr. Kalam fix for the three vision for India?
Yes, but what is the answer for this? I want answer from you people. I hope everything was clear, right?
Yes.
Then give me the answer.
Means
Yes.
freedom, development, and standing up.
Freedom development. And freedom.
Dr. Kalam, the answer is there in the textbook. Dr. Kalam fixed three visions. What was the three vision for him? Have a developed country standing up, overcoming all the problems, and building up the own careers in a missile. Now, next question is, how should we handle our freedom? What should we do to protect our freedom? What should we do? How should we handle it?
सृष्टीत नाही एक असं बोलायचं एक कूल
Yes. Can anybody?
No, me.
How should we handle it? Don't you feel that we should protect our?
मुखपत्र सामनामधून घोषित करण्यात आलं आहे.
Yes.
Miss, to do our responsibility, Miss.
Okay. Right.
To do
What are
our
the
responsibility.
characteristics of developed nation? What are the characteristics of developed nation? What do you feel that? What are the characteristics of developed nation? How you see the developed nation? What is your outlook of the developed nation?
Teacher, by its GDP.
By it,
Miss, GDP.
GDP, yeah, okay. Developed nation have good GDP, okay. Even they overcome with different problems, okay. They have strong military power. You can say that also, okay. And can you tell me what are the drawbacks of Indian?
Time.
What are the drawbacks of our Indian? Okay, this is a very interesting point. Let me discuss with you people. We Indians try to demoralize ourselves. We do not try to promote our positive vibes in our society. This is a famous drawback. You need to write all the questions and write the answers in your English notebook. Okay. Thank you.